All right, I pushed play. Okay, Miss Blanchard, are you ready? I pushed play.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I just have a couple questions that I have written here, and I'm going to take some notes on your answers as we go. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you. The first one says, how would you describe your approach to literacy teaching?
Well, I use phonics, letter and sound association. I use a whole word approach. We see a word, we stop, we read it, sound it out. And really, it depends on student need. In a self-contained classroom, so they're varying needs.
Varying levels of abilities
Yeah.
and stuff, so it's really targeted to the specific child? Okay, yes. It's a good way to do it. The next question says, what types of activities do you use to develop literacy?
Centers.
Lots of centers, that's what I do in my room.
It's hard to do whole group in here because they need constant redirection. So because of a lot of staffing, you're able to break it up into much smaller groups throughout
So
the day.
because of attention span and abilities, again,
Yeah.
broken up
And
stuff.
there's opportunity to use lots of hands-on, tactile, and visual activities during centers.
Thank you. Okay. The third question says, do you have a curriculum that you have to follow for your building?
There is a curriculum you have to follow per grade. My students are so off grade level that I have to pick pieces from.
So you kind of supplement and do your
Yeah,
own
exactly.
additives to the programs to accommodate? Okay. I know we've talked about centers already, but you said you do use them. What kind of activities do you do in the centers?
We read the word, stamp the word, write the word. We use Wikisticks, magnets, the Sandbox Center. We use shaving cream, do lots of writing activities during centers.
Okay. So it sounds like a lot of like visual and tactile. They're getting the concrete and symbolic meaning.
Yes.
Good. I know I do a lot of that with my children too, being that they're very low functioning. That's right. How do you try to keep your parents engaged as far as being involved with building literacy maybe at home?
Frequent communication. I email weekly, I call weekly if they need to, just let them know what we're doing in class and how they can supplement it at home. Homework, shared reading with books. If we're working on a book during a literacy center, I may send the book home at the end of the week to read at home.
That's a good idea, yeah. And then sometimes that'll even spark different discussion, you know, at home than what we might focus on. So it's working more with the book. That's good. There's only 2 left, so thank you. We're almost done. What specific assessment tools do you use in assessing literacy skills for each student?
Edmark Reading Program is on Canal.
I'm familiar with that program.
Yeah,
okay.
are you? We have a 2 that we use just to get it more concrete, but daily I'm using constant running records just to keep track.
Yeah.
And then I use that information when I'm working on IEPs at the end of the year.
Okay.
And growth.
To show growth and progress.
Yeah.
What do you think is really challenging about having to teach literacy? Is there anything in particular that you find more difficult?
Well, there's varying needs in this classroom. So some students are much higher, some students are a lot lower. So it's just differentiating instruction enough in order to meet the needs of all the students in the classroom.
That can definitely be very difficult when you have, I know in my classroom I have many grade levels, many ages, and it can be difficult trying to accommodate that many different ability levels. Okay. I really appreciate your time. I can stop the video now.
Okay,
since
great.
we're through most of the questions.
Okay.
Give me a wave.
Down.
Say hi, camera.
2.
All right, I'm going to pull up a chair and sit next to you. Are you ready? So you know how like the last couple times you came to work with me, we did some like different kinds of things with books where we looked at pictures and words and parts of the story and I read to you. And then we did the letters the last time. You remember all that? You have a good memory. Today I just wanted to kind of talk to you about books and what you like in reading and stuff like that because I know you're such a good reader. So, here, I'll move that out of your way. There's lots to look at. Do you want me to move some of it so it doesn't distract you? Okay. That's good that you know that will help you. How's that? Better? And we can look at that after if you want, okay? Because it's cool. Maybe you could help me glue it if you want. Okay, you ready? So, I see you reading a lot. Do you like to read books?
Yeah,
You do? How come?
because I like it.
Do you like listening to the stories or looking at pictures?
I just like to look at pictures sometimes.
With Mom, you said?
No, just look it by myself.
Do you like reading with other people?
No.
Sometimes I like reading alone also.
I feel
Does anybody ever read to you at home?
no.
They don't? Does Mom or any of your big sisters read you bedtime stories?
Only Annie reads me dead stories.
She does? What a good big sister. What kind of stories does she read to you?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Go to continue. Choose
That's a nice one.
And
This is the word.
oh, you better watch out.
It has the letters.
Oh, I don't know that book. What's that about?
Santa.
I thought so. It's a Christmas story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Twinkle Twinkle, we have a really cool Twinkle Little Star book you might like. You should look at mine, and it has parts of the song in it too.
Really?
Yeah, would you be interested in looking at it after?
Yeah.
It's a really neat one, and we can actually sing the story instead of reading it.
I want to look at it.
Okay, we'll get it in a couple minutes when we get up, okay? I'd like to look at it too. Do you have a favorite story that you like to read a lot?
Oh, you better watch out. That
That's your all-time fave?
yeah.
It is.
And my flip flop keeps coming off.
You gotta get your toes in. What kind of stories do you like the most? Do you like nursery rhymes or poems or funny stories? Or funny stories? I like funny stories. Those are called comical stories or humorous stories. That means funny.
But Annie, like Izzy reads me bed stories, and he reads me
She does?
he reads me joke books.
Oh, joke books. We have some of those too. Those are fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're quick to read. You can just do a couple if you want and put them away. Do you have a favorite place you like reading?
Well,
I like reading in my bed sometimes, or I have a really cozy chair in my living room with a lamp next to it that I like to read at. What's your favorite place to read?
I'm in my bedroom.
Like right in your bed when you're nice and cozy?
Yeah, and it has like a nice and I just like I read some book. I just get up so Daddy keeps snoring somehow.
So Daddy's snoring wakes you up sometimes, and you like to go get a book to read then if you're awake?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing to do because then it's quiet at nighttime too, right? So you can stay right in bed and read. That's a good thing to do. Is his snoring really loud?
He's really snoring loud.
Oh boy, does he wake you up a lot at night?
Yeah.
Oh boy, so you must read a lot at night then, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
And I keep spanking his butt. So he stops.
You do? Do you go in there and wake him up sometimes and say,
Yes.
stop it? Yeah.
I spank his butt somehow.
Where do you get your books when you get new ones? Do you go to the bookstore or the library or lots of places?
But my books are at home, but I read some books at home.
Where did they come from? Did somebody give them to you as a present or did you buy them somewhere?
No, but I have like an office now.
An office room in your house? So do you have like a library set up in the office? Or like a bookshelf with them all out on display?
Then I had now
E.
Now I had, like,
Choose go to continue. Choose stop to try another activity.
Now you have a what?
This is the word
now I've, what?
John, please put the headphones on.
C O M.
You need to take that out of your mouth if you're going to stay on the computer. John. Sorry, Angel. Thank you for being patient. Do you ever go to the library?
No.
At school we do, right?
Yeah.
But not when you're home. You don't go to the one in your town. That's okay.
But Daddy loves go, like, they have Dora books at there too.
At where?
At the other bookshelf. At the library.
Ready?
At the other library. What are you doing?
Writing some of your notes down. Well,
Yeah.
Would you like it if somebody ever gave you a book for a present?
No.
You wouldn't? I like getting new books. What would you rather have as a present?
Dora.
Dora toys.
Dora toys.
Do you like to watch lots of TV?
Mm-mm.
No TV? That's good. I don't watch a lot either. I'd rather read my books. Do you have a favorite show, though, that you like when you do watch TV?
Yeah, but, like, Red.
Woo, I don't know. What is that? Oh, it's a movie? What is that about?
Like, anybody has cheese, like mouse cheese, they have to throw them in the mouse. Right.
So, let me...
In the munchies, and in the cage for the mouse lives.
Oh, and he eats the cheese?
No, he eats him.
Who eats them?
The mouse.
The mouse eats the cheese?
No, he eats him.
Who eats the mouse?
Like the dude who died. had
Is he a
cheese.
different animal, like a cat or something, or a person?
It's a person.
A person ate the mouse?
No, the mouse.